Hello again, this is my model railway news update. It's that time of year again when you might be considering an advent calendar.
Right.
And there's certainly a lot of model railway theme ones on offer at the moment. Noch produced their usual one featuring little figures for your railway. As usual, the figures in the calendars are for gauges HO, TT and N scale, and they're all hand painted. But this year they're adding Z gauge calendars to the range, in which the figures are 3D master figures, meaning they are 3D printed in full colour. I can't imagine just how small Z scale figures would be, and to be honest, I'd be very disappointed getting a Z scale advent calendar because it's probably just a postcard, but it's there if you want it. All scales are priced the same too, at around €38, including the Z scale one. Weirdly, they all don't contain any winter or Christmas figures. They are also offering, for HO scale, this track engineering figure calendar, which again is not very festive. But it's not just Noch who do these. Fowler also have their offerings in either HO or N scale, and these do contain winter themed figures. Certainly lots to choose from. If advent calendars aren't your thing, you might want to consider 2026 calendars. And here we have offerings from Marklin, two from Tillig, and a quite frankly awful offering from Biko. I think they really need to up their game on this one. Sticking with Christmas theme though, Busch are offering these two fun little mini sets featuring Santa in HO scales. Not cheap though, the Land Rover with the monkeys stealing the parcels is around €34 and the race car is around €43. But Viking are here getting into the Christmas game with this bus set, which comes in a much more reasonable price of around €20. So there's a lot on offer to get you into the festive mood, but it's not all Christmas stuff, you'll be glad to hear as we move on to Dapol now. N scale first, and we have some decorated sample photos of their upcoming Class 56. Some feedback has been provided to the factory for potential improvements, and the project is currently stuck waiting for a production slot, so delivery time for these is around Q1 2026. However, these livery options look interesting and seem well applied, and my favourite here is number 303 in this classy looking DCR livery. But what's your favourite? Let me know in the comments below. All these models though are retooled with an all new body shell which will allow for accurate representation of the original Romanian and later UK built locomotives, plus they feature etched brass grills. This project has continued to slip, originally being scheduled for 2024, so let's hope there'll be no more delays and we'll see them in early 2026. Jumping to O gauge now, Dapol have announced a third run of their BR 20-ton brake vans, which will introduce more liveries plus a rerun of previous liveries as well, and there's certainly a lot to choose from. I don't believe the specification has changed on these models since run 1 and 2, so expect the usual feature set and a price of $95.99 RRP each. Not expected though till the end of 2026, so a long time to wait. Just a quick update from EFE Rail on their 00 scale diecast bus range. In that they have a new Alexander Y-type bus due for release later this year or early 2026. It's a bit up in the air at the moment. This new model utilises EFE Road's revised AY-type coach tooling and incorporates enhancements such as mirrors, opaque glazed roof vents, and separate 2 or 4 leaf doors suited to the prototype. I mentioned Viking already, but they also released some new HO scale vehicles. The best one for sure was this, a new livery on the Ford Sierra XR4i in Mercury Grey Metallic. Fantastic looks for around £18. Also for N scale, only these two this month, just new livery options too. Roco showed off some new HO scale starter sets with 2 analog and 2 digital offerings. This BR212 crane set looks pretty good. Some interesting pieces included in the set that comes with an oval of track and an analog controller for around £200, which is pretty good value for this. It also comes with an interesting level crossing as well. Back to the Christmas theme again, it's a new set that comes with a sticker sheet and a Steam logo with coach and flat wagon, around £155 for this. Moving to the digital offerings, there's 2 very similar sets on offer here. One has the larger Class 221 diesel loco along with 3 wagons, an oval of track and a digital control system, all for around £410. The other is a smaller Deutsche Reichsbahn Class 110, but otherwise exactly the same, including the price. All of them represent good value for money starter sets that will get you going. Yet more figures now, this time from Preiser in HO scale. Not a lot of new stuff, but what I do like is the standard of finish of these models. They look very nicely painted for a factory produced item. Slightly smaller 1/72 scales suitable for a lot of military modelers is two new sets, both of USSR World War II soldiers. Again, very well painted. We mentioned starter sets from Roco earlier, and Gaugemaster have also gotten in the act with two new N Scale starter sets. These are the so-called Gaugemaster collection and are coming very soon. One is the regional travel set that features the Gaugemaster Collection Class 156, number 919 in EMR regional livery. The other features a Class 86, number 622 in Rail Freight Distribution European livery. Each set includes an oval of Kato Unitrack, a controller, a re-railer, and a British Railways track plan book. These sets are fully compatible with the entire Unitrack system for expansion and work seamlessly with other N-scale locomotives and rolling stock. Both are priced the same at $249.95 each and should be available in time for Christmas, making a decent enough gift for someone looking for a new hobby. Anyway, that's the video, folks. Thanks for watching. I'm sure there'll be more coming soon, so subscribe to keep yourself up to date, and I'll see you on the next one.
So models train,